We're here at the Utah Arts Festival, and I'm speaking with Dakota. How are you, Dakota?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So you're not a local here. Where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas.
How are you liking Salt Lake City so far?
I'm loving it, having a great time. There's been a nice crowd. It's been a nice flow the whole weekend.
So tell me, where did you get the idea? These are bottle caps, right?
Yep, they're flattened bottle caps on carved wood sculptures, and they're all nailed on with a epoxy resin finish.
Where did you come up with this?
Just messing around in my workshop, one thing leading to another.
So you show at a lot of arts festivals. Where else can we see your work?
I'll be in Park City in a few weeks. I'm going to Madison, Wisconsin, Salem, Oregon, Bellevue, Washington, and Minneapolis, and then Sausalito, and that brings us up to Labor Day, and then on through there. Yeah.
So you're busy.
I'm busy, about 25 shows a year.
So if people can't make it to the arts festivals, where else can they find your work?
Dakota.Pratt.com is my website.
Thank you so much, Dakota. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here, and we'll see you in Park City.
Awesome, yeah, thank you.
We are here at the Utah Arts Festival, and I'm speaking with Santiago. How are you, Santiago?
Great.
How has the Arts Festival been this year?
Really fun.
What inspired you to paint these pieces?
For about 10 years, I did Volkswagen restoration. I did about 60 restorations from a garage that I had, and I've always painted my entire life. The Volkswagen thing was kind of a hobby that turned into a business. I got good at it. I had a lot of fun. I sold a lot of Volkswagens, and I thought I was very content, but in the back of my mind, something was always kind of nagging and pulling at me, and what it was the fact that my first love really is painting, and what I felt like I wanted to do the rest of my life. And as soon as I figured that out, I started to kind of come back to it, and as I did that, one day I thought, well, what if I paint one of my buses? I had never done anything like that. I usually did figurative work or portrait work, and it was really different, really challenging, and I kind of fell in love with the surfaces of the rusted metal or the shiny metal, painted metal, all those kind of things. So for a while, all I did was paint Volkswagens, and people loved them. I got great responses. People would always tell me funny stories about when they were in college or newly married, or while they drove across country and went to Woodstock and that kind of stuff, and I loved it. I also realized that there were other objects that have just as much history, just as much interest as the Volkswagen. Trains, for example, or bush planes, or vintage cars, tractors. All of it has tons of history for us as people, and individually, everyone has such an interesting story to go off of.
It's something people can relate to.
Exactly, and that's one of the funnest things, and why I love shows like this is because I get to really interact with people and see their reaction firsthand about my work, and hear the stories firsthand. It makes it really entertaining and rewarding to hear the responses like that about my work.
So because so many people have all those stories, do you do commissions?
I do, yeah, I do them all the time. People will have an old tractor or an old car that was their grandpa's that got passed down, and now it's theirs, and there's a lot of family history there. So I do commissions all the time.
How can people reach you if they'd like to do a commission or purchase one of your pieces?
Well, I have a website, and it is santiagomichalek.com, and all my info is there. I am also at the Meyer Gallery in Park City.
We are here at the Urban Art Area, the Utah Arts Festival, one of my favorite areas. There's always something fun happening here. I am talking to Corey. How are you?
I'm doing great.
And you're a muralist here with one of this amazing graffiti walls. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the Urban Art Area here at the Utah Arts Festival.
I think it brings a unique thing to the art festival because it has a little bit of a young culture to it and an old culture to it. It's edgy, it's fun, it's bright, people like seeing it, the music is great, obviously the art. So I think it draws people in. It's a fun environment.
And tell me a little bit about this mural. I feel like it's something different every day.
Yeah, so we tried to switch it up a little bit this year and have some featured artists do it. And I'm working on this mural with a friend of mine, and we're having fun. We're trying to bring it so kids love it. It's friendly, it's colorful, shows an image, and shows that the talent out there. The talent's incredible.
Well, you do a beautiful job. I can't wait to see more of your work.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
I feel like urban art is really growing here in Salt Lake. Tell me what your thoughts are about urban art in Salt Lake City.
You know, I think Salt Lake City is hungry for it. It doesn't know exactly what it wants because it sees spray paint, and then, you know, and they're like, oh, I don't know, spray paint walls. And then all of a sudden they see the end product and they're like, wow, this is incredible, you know. I think businesses now are wanting murals, they're wanting this art. Adobe has artwork in the building, you know. Plenty of big companies that are doing it. So it brings artwork in the city. It's an urban culture that will never go away, and I think is only growing and becoming better.
It has been so much fun here at the 39th Annual Arts Festival. We've seen some amazing art, listened to some great music, and saw some great dancing. I can't wait for next year.